With all the superhero movies coming out in theaters these days, it seems easy to label something as super, and expectations will be that it is better than average. I'm not going to start a debate about the quality of the latest Justice League movie and all of its superstars, but I do feel the need to forewarn you that although the Deck 3 full moon is a supermoon, unless you're an avid moon watcher, it may not seem too special. First of all, you might be wondering what a supermoon is. Like many things in astronomy, named by fairly logical people, it is what it sounds like, a full moon that is a little more super, i.e. bigger than an irregular full moon. That's because the moon's orbit around Earth is not perfectly circular. Instead, it's more of an oval or an ellipse, which means it swings closer and farther away from Earth throughout the month. When the moon is at its closest point to Earth, which is called the perigee, then it is slightly larger and brighter in the sky compared to at its apogee, the point farthest away from Earth. When this closest point occurs during the time of a full moon, that moon is called a supermoon. While this will be the first and only supermoon of 2017, this isn't the closest the moon has swung toward the Earth this year. On May 25th, the moon was 221,958 miles away from the Earth compared to its average distance of 238,000 miles, and the 222,135 miles away it will be on Sunday. But as it was during the new moon phase, where we can't see any of the sun side of the moon from the Earth, it's doubtful a normal skywatcher would have noticed. Those who live by the ocean may notice more than just a larger moon in the sky. Many don't realize it, but the gravity of the moon has a strong impact on our ocean tides. When the moon is closer to the Earth, as it is during a supermoon, its gravity is that much stronger. This causes higher tides than normal. Some people call these perigee spring tides, or king tides. As this tide is occurring in the middle of winter, a perigee spring tide is not named after the spring season, but rather because it suddenly springs up farther on the shoreline. The perigean part is again from perigee, noting that the moon is at its closest to Earth. These tides do not occur on the same day as a supermoon, but a few days after, as the effect travels across the water. On Sunday night, the moon will rise at 5:19 p.m., not long after sunset. If you happen to see the supermoon rising behind distant objects, it can seem even larger and more impressive thanks to the moon illusion, a little understood optical illusion. Once it rises higher in the sky, you'll have to see if it looks any more super to you. Looking up this week, greater than both Saturn and Mercury are still visible in the evening sky for the next couple of days, but will slowly vanish into the brighter daylight as they set earlier and earlier. Your early morning planets Jupiter rising, as well as a very faint but reddish Mars higher in the sky. Sunrise is at 7:09 a.m. this morning, with sunset at 4:43 p.m. The moon is currently a waxing gibbous and will be full and super on Sunday. Advertisement.